Hello, everybody. It's Star Time with the Star Roddy Rod, and today we got Sunny D in the building. What's up,
Hey
Sunny D?
guys. Hey guys, I'm all right. I'm alive. I'm well. It's my birthday month. I'm on tour shit all season.
Yeah. It's great to have you. Long time coming. You already know.
I know we've been talking about it for a minute. I'm finally here. I'm finally here.
So tell everybody a little bit about you and your background of what you do on your stuff.
Okay, well, I just, I just said it to him.
I
So of
definitely
course
know.
I'm Sunny. I'm from the GFT Radio Network. It's my network. We started out with the main show, GFT Radio Show, where myself and three other guys talk about whatever we want to talk about. All the time. We expanded the network about a year or two ago, and we added more shows to our network. So, with me, I have Sex with Sunny, which is on Fridays at 6 p.m. Two Fridays out of the month. We have Unreservedly Us that I'm also on. That is every Thursday at 10 p.m. on our network, and then we have a plethora of other shows on our network. So we try to touch everybody within our network. So you got sports shows, you got Hype that does a lot of interviews from Philly, you got Styles and Chevy that do TV reviews. They usually do DC Marvel comics. So if you're into that type of stuff, they're definitely on to that. We did Love is the last one I did. I actually did with Willie. I took over for Chevy for that night, but I did the Love is Blind. So if you watch that series, we did a recap on that. But we do recaps on different shows that we like that we're all watching. So
And
I'm
all of
doing
those are
everything.
on your YouTube page as well.
Huh?
All of that is on your YouTube page as
Yeah,
well.
all of our shows are on our YouTube page. So if you type in GFT Radio Network or GFT Radio and you press that enter button, you're gonna pop up with our logo. You see the logo on my screen right now. You see that logo, you know you're in the right place, and you can subscribe and catch all our shows throughout the week.
Awesome. All right, so today we're gonna talk sex, relationships, dating. Are you
Are you
ready?
ready?
Yeah, I got some good questions here.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is, are you single at the moment?
I am not.
Talking, dating, sneaky link, anything?
No, I am not single. I'm actually in a relationship. We have not publicized it out yet. If you watch this show, you're gonna see it. I do talk about my relationship, but I like not really, but I talk about it like scarcely because we're at the point where we're still, when you get in a relationship, people as soon as you find out who you with, they just be on it. And I live in a small town, so I don't 7 miles town, so I live in Jersey, so it's like my town is small, so you can hear everything. You can everybody knows everybody's business. So trying to keep it under wraps until we decide that we want to sell everybody we're together. But if you know us, you already know we're together. You see us out, so we don't hide that. We just don't say officially we're together, but we are.
Okay. Did you ever friend zone somebody?
I absolutely have. I absolutely have.
So how did they ever stay in a friend zone? Did they come out?
If you're friend zone, you probably won't come out of the friend zone for me at least, because I feel like I'm just the type of person like if I friend zone you, it's a reason why I've done it, and I'm not looking back at it.
Oh, so nobody can get open the door and come out the dungeon.
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay. How do you feel about the dating scene in 2024 right now?
I feel like it's crazy. I mean, I tried dating. Dating is crazy. Meeting all these different people, dealing with the shenanigans that they bring and all this stuff. I can't. I'm glad I'm not in the dating zone anymore.
Fortunately, I'm in a dating scene right now. I'm 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 totally single. I probably got a couple sneaky links here and there. Take care of my needs, but that's about it. So nothing
I'm glad.
too.
I'm glad I'm done with that. It's a lot. It's a lot that comes with that.
It is even just that feelings get involved and all that. Also, the exclusivity and all that. So do you think that so basically I was gonna ask you another question, but you kind of told me you're in a relationship stuff. But you're not on, did you delete your dating apps?
I had only one dating app. I didn't even like being on it. I'm a very direct person. I am very forward. I am not with none of the bullshit. So if the conversation is going a certain way and I feel like that's you on some type of time and I'm not on that same type of time, I'm not trying to be involved.
Yeah. Right now I'm on Hinge and Facebook dating, but Facebook dating, I don't know why. It seems like Facebook dating is not, they need to fix some stuff about it. Like when you write people, they either don't see it or it's just weird. They need to fix the kinks. I can't hear.
I'm sorry. My best friend tried Facebook dating and I can't be involved with it because it's a lot.
The thing is, a lot of people suggested Facebook dating because they think it's like a referral system in a way. But then again, not really, because a lot of people add random people on Facebook, even when Facebook was popping.
Mm.
Or it could just be a class, somebody you sat next to in class. You don't know them. They
Yeah,
just happen
I'm
to have
from
add you on Facebook, or you worked with somebody and you just saw them at one conference. You don't know them.
See, I don't like to, and it's oddly enough, most of the people I've dated very few people from my city.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people I've dated were on like either on the outskirts or further, like Philly, New York, um, Newark, something like that. Like I didn't really date too many out here because it's always my problem in my city is once like that's the big thing. It's surprising I'm actually with who I'm with now because if like I don't really try to date known people, but if for every reason I keep attracting known people and like not necessarily like people a lot of people know them. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'll meet them on the random. Like I'm not a person that goes out and look for people. Like if I'm going out, I'm going out just to have fun. If I meet you, I meet you. Most of the people I've met it was by chance. Like I met speaking of which, I met both my kids' fathers
Mm-hmm.
random times. And I'll say, so my daughter's dad, she's now 21. I met her dad walking from a corner store, going to get groceries, going to get stuff for my mom, crack a morning. And I have low iron. I had low iron, extremely low iron back then. And I was carrying this bag full of stuff, and my iron was so low that I was shaking, and I had to carry this bag. And he saw me stumbling, and he went to help me. And that's how I met him. Now with my son dad, me and him joke about this. I'm not with him, but me and him joked about this because when we did start dating, like seriously, it was like I had met him. I just started working for the state, and he was either going to school or something, in my downtown in my city, and we both got on the bus, and I got to I always sit at the back, like Roller Park sat at the front of the bus, and I still sit at the back of the bus. So I sat at the back, had my headphones in my ear like I normally do, and he was sitting in the row right behind the back door, and he kept looking back at me. Let him tell it I was looking at him, but I'm like, you were in front of me, so how can I look back at you? Of course I'm looking ahead. You had to have been looking back at me, and we got off at the same stop. And so it was funny because we were walking in the same direction. So I just turned to him because the type of person I am. I said, so you following me? And he was like, huh? And I said, if you want my number, just ask me for my number. And that was how that we ended up meeting and stuff and getting to know each other. We actually became friends first before we even really started dating. So, but it was like a funny joke. And he was like, oh, I was begging for him to look at me. I'm like, I was in the back of the bus, like all the way at the back, like with the back exhaust and everything, and you were in the middle of the bus looking back at me. So obviously you thought I was cute. And it's okay to admit that, but like I wasn't chasing you, sir. You got off on the same bus I was me, and I just finally said something to you after you kept looking at me the whole bus ride. So
Yeah.
it's always like when I meet people, it's always some funny random ass way that I meet them.
Okay. So why do people ghost other people, ignore them on social media, dating apps? Is that a pure sign of no interest, or they just have to let them down, or what?
So I don't so for me personally, I'm gonna say I don't ghost, but I kind of do. So if you are too needy, so as a man, I need you to be a man, right? Not I want you to like me. I want you to pursue me, but I need you to like, I don't feel like I'm dating a female, right? Like, and it's not even like an emotional thing. It's like you're almost on the brink of desperation to see me. And it's like, listen, and it's for me personally, like for a while I wasn't dating. I tried dating a little while ago. And before I got into my relationship, and it was like, I felt like people were so hung up on one, like they didn't want to go out on a date for one. They wanted me to come to their house or they wanted to come to mine. I'm gonna tell you I'm not interested, and if you keep hitting me up, then I'm gonna ignore you. I'm not even gonna block you. I'm just gonna keep talking to yourself in the DM on a dating app or whatever you hit me up at, and I'm just not going to be bothered. I ghost people more on social media because the way I am, people say I look mean. I think I'm nice, but I definitely can be mean. I'm not. I don't think that like if you don't know me, you would think that I'm just this mean bitch just walking around like, oh, I hate people, right? And I look like don't fucking come talk to me because I absolutely don't want you come to talk to me, right? But like it's coming from experience of people not knowing how to approach me. So I always say people approach me either reckless or they're gonna just say something dumb and they're just gonna look at them like, what? Like, what are you like? Okay. So and then like I have a lot of people that see me in public and then will slide in my DM. Now, if you know my first name, it's not a common name. It's actually a hard name. So for you to find me on social media, not Instagram, but Facebook, and then slide in my DM saying, hey, I just saw you at such and such. I feel like you had a better chance of approaching me than you just slid in my DM because you acting like a female. You just literally saw me, sir. You could have said hi. How are you doing? Something or other. But to just slide in my DM is weird to me. So definitely, I will definitely ghost you, and I will let. And I'm the person that will read the message. You can see that I read the message, and then I won't I won't reply at that. Like you know that I read it, and I'm just not going to reply. I'm not telling you my first name. You know my Facebook friend.
It's
No,
gonna
so
keep
I
between
will.
me and you. I was gonna say right it there.
No, but you can't. But so you can't find. You can't. It's not a common name. It's an Indian name.
No, I'm saying you can just write it there. Nobody else will know. But yeah. So yeah, the ignore the ghost seems like to be a big common thing.
It. I feel like. I mean, I've been ghosted.
Hmm.
I've been ghosted, and I'm like I said, if I want you, I'm gonna say something to you. And then especially if I know that you find me intimidating, and if I like you, I'm gonna say something to you. I've met guys that see me and but like I'm not about to say shit to her. But then you just looking at me the whole night. So I'm just like, hey, how are you? Like, I'll do that, but I'm like, I think it fucks their head up that I actually said something to them. Like, did you just say something? I did. But like, I'm not an asshole. I'll tell you, I'm not interested. I'm good. Like, I got people. It's funny because my friend always saying, he has this term, but I'm not gonna say it on here. That he always says to me because he be like, people be on your heels. I'm like, they don't be, but and when they do, I'm not of an ignore person. I will tell you like I'm not interested. Now that's my warning. I'll tell you I'm not interested, and if you keep going, then I'm probably gonna cut you out or block you.
But I don't know. I mean, I know I think that since a lot of people get a lot of activity during the walking down the street and through their DMs, that they're very good. I'm talking about, in general,
Yeah,
they kind of have the they kind of like a master at ghosting, ignoring people because they get so much activity in their inbox of unwanted attention and stuff.
yeah, and plus it's like how people will be in like so because I do the show Sex with Sunny, right? So everybody know I do that show. I freely talk about sex without any problem, right? Without feeling away or, being extra. So a lot of guys can't take that, right? So they don't know how. This is why I say that some people don't know how to approach me. So you're gonna come at me with something sexual, and I'm gonna walk you back because just because I talk about it doesn't mean that I'm sitting here trying to because that's the assumption. Oh, she like to have sex. That's what she's all about. That's not what I'm all about. Like, and
Honestly,
and that's
though.
And I say that to people because if you watch Sex with Sunny, and yes, I do have raunchy times, but I actually have real ass conversations. And if you understand why I'm so open and freely talking about sex now, yeah, you will understand why I don't mind talking about it. But a lot of people get it in their head, oh, she talk about sex, she just and the third. I enjoy sex just as much as the next person.
Honestly, a lot of people they ask for sex so blatantly first in the DM that I've been hearing.
Oh yeah, I
Blatantly
had
asking to eat the, there's a lot of stuff. So it's like,
yeah, I had some guy slide in my DM and tell me he want to do whatever. Uh, he said a bunch of shit, but he said something one day like he watched Sex with Sunny, and that's where his mind was at. And I said, yeah, absolutely not. Cause like, look at it from a female standpoint. You offering to do that to me, you don't even know me. How many other people you offering to do that to? You think I want to date you or see you or spend any time with you? STDs and a lot of shit is real. I'm not a part of that. You offering it and you have no idea who I am, what type of person I am. Like, if I carry any type of STDs, like you just coming off the gun bus. And what if I decided to say, yeah, you just like, oh, okay, I'm with it. Don't even know me from a can of paint. That's weird.
I know, but so many. I mean, DMing somebody could take a minute or two. So the same way you DM one person, you could DM 20 at once.
That
It's
part.
not too much effort to send a DM as anybody, you know. So like you said, it's true. Like they're saying that to you, they could also be saying that to many other people.
That part. And it's weird. Like, and like at the end of the day, I understand you're single. People are single, not necessarily you, but like, well, you are single, but I
I'm
understand
saying,
that
well,
people are single and they want to try to see who is willing to be what they willing to do. It's somebody for you. I'm not that person, though. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not that person. Sorry, wrong person. And if you knew me, you wouldn't even do that because you know I got cuss outs on standby.
all right, what are your love language?
Um, Mine's is active service.
Mm,
For me, that's my love language. I will, if I love you, I'm going to make sure you're good in every aspect of what, like, that's just how I am. That's how I am with people. If I love you, I'm going to make sure you are good. Like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure that you don't need for anything. Not necessarily like I'm taking care of anybody's kid or man. It's just in the sense of like, I'm always going to check on you. Like, how did you get to work? Like, are you okay? How's your work day going? If I'm fixing a plate, I'm probably gonna fix yours first and make sure you eat. Like those type of things. When you're done, I'm probably gonna grab your food, like grab your stuff, and like that's what type of person I am. If I love you and I'm dating you or with you, that's what you're gonna get from me. I'm not gonna wash your clothes and like that. Like I said this on the podcast the other day on Reservedly Us. If I'm not with you, I'm not cooking for you. I'll cook and I'll tell you I got a plate, like because everybody know I cook. So yeah, if you somebody I'm dating and like, hey, did you cook? Yep, you can come get a plate. But when I say I'm not cooking for you, means I'm not going to just sit there and just whip up a meal just for you to eat. Like you can come get a plate if I'm cooking, but if I'm with you, yeah, I'm probably will cook a whole meal for you without no problem. If I'm with you, but dating you, that I'm not doing that. That's white status, and we ain't there yet. Or like relationship status, and we're not in relationship, so I'm not cooking no meals for you. I'll make sure I'll fix you a plate.
oh
A
man,
plate.
I don't know. I like quality time and gifts.
So yeah, I like quality time. That's like probably my second is quality time. I don't gotta be up under you all the time. Because I definitely need my space. I like my alone time. I don't want to be up like I don't have to be up under you all the time. Like I can be if I really like you. But like at the same time, I want you to have your space and I'm gonna have my space. But so for me, it's definitely acts of service.
Mm, all right. So, I know you've been hearing about Passport Bros.
About what?
The Passport Bros. You've been hearing about that, right?
No, I don't know what that is. What I'm sorry, what you
I'll
say?
explain it. These are guys that would leave the U.S. and go to different countries, Mexico, Cartagena, um, Chile, and whatnot, and
Mm.
purchase prostitutes for like a low amount of money.
Oh wow.
Like the U.S. dollar currency exchange is low. Like $50 will basically have we would have a great time for a whole day. The girl could do the help we want. And is if he wanted to have it for the whole day and stuff. So
Oh
like in
wow.
the news, there's a lot of stuff saying that these guys are leaving here and going to these places and just just to have sex over there because
Oh
they can't
wow.
get it over here.
I did not. I mean,
Wow, I'm surprised your boys didn't talk about this
no, I don't. I don't. No, never heard of that.
yet.
That's very interesting, though. That's something that
So
like I know, like in Jamaica, you can rent a dude or rent it, whatever. That's an extent, but I don't know if that's real.
so now I'm hearing in the news that these guys are getting drugged and robbed blatantly when they go there by these girls.
Oh wow. Well, easy target. I mean, it's sad, but that's an easy target. You go in there for one thing and they trying to get your money because your money is way more to them than anything. So yeah, it sucks. Be careful, but like you run the risk of that happening. Same if you were with a regular prostitute. Her pimp could come in there and beat you up and take your money. So you should just be mindful to not put yourself in situations where that could potentially happen. That can happen going to meet a girl on the first date.
That is entirely true. So that's how you feel about these guys being the passport bros.
Yeah, be safe. I'm I wouldn't want to be involved with somebody that's going to do that. I mean, that's a lot.
I mean, I understand that they don't want to do it here because they the exposure and all that stuff, but like you're already paying to leave the country and stuff. Like
That's a lot of money, yeah.
you just, I mean, a lot of these resorts, but still, but you're spending money to to go on vacation, and then you're spending money for these broads that while you're there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then a lot of times they fall in love because, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And then you see 90 Day Fiance, how these
Yeah, I had to stop watching that show. That's a lot.
how these guys get swindled.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So you
I wouldn't participate in that.
so my next question is, would you do long distance or have you did long distance relationships?
Have I ever done a long distance relationship?
Yeah.
When I was younger, yes. Dated a guy that was in the military. He was in the Navy. Um, we decided that it just wasn't for us. Like, I mean, I liked him, he liked me, but it just was one of those things where I don't want you around all the time, but I want you around,
And
right?
being deployed, yeah, I get that.
And he was BSC, but for years. Like I don't like, we liked each other. We liked each other back when we were younger. We reconnected, and it was like, okay, this is not like I like you, but this is a lot for somebody to deal with. Like I'm essentially single until you come back, which is weird, and I don't know how to operate that. So
So, what about if you're dating somebody and your dude got locked up?
so that's happened with my son dad. I dated him, he got locked up. Um, it was okay, but it was not good in the sense of they don't have anything to do. They just sitting around for most of the days, going out for rec time and
Mhm.
outside, but essentially they don't really have much to do. So they want to be on the phone with you all the time when you're doing stuff, and it's just inconvenient. Like when you're going out with your friends, it was a lot of it was a problems for me because it was like I'm not a person that goes out, but when I do go out, I want to enjoy myself, and then I got to sit on
Mhm.
the phone with you, and you're like, well, this is like it's almost like they are selfish because they want you to understand what they're going through, and it's like, but I'm out here, like I can't
So
essentially
check
be in a situation where I feel like I'm locked up too. Like,
so check this out. You know the rapper Casanova?
no.
I guess okay, he's basically one of these Brooklyn rappers.
Okay.
So he got locked up and his girl for 15 years, and his girl says she's gonna hold it down with the kid. I'm like, damn, that's hard.
So it's a lot. Like, I mean, it sounds like good because you want to be that person for them, especially in the time that they're in, right? Especially if it's a situation where they may have life or may have a couple of years where they may be free, like, so it could be like 6 years or something like that. And you really want, like, you really do love this person and you really want to be there for them and you really want to be in that relationship because before they got locked up, everything was great, right?
It was very
And
right.
it seems great. And like, I'm gonna hold you down and anything like that. And then it's a change. And I don't think that they really understand that it's a change, right? Like, oh, well, she can do it, like, blah, 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 blah. But it's a lot to do it because them 15-minute calls, like, if you ain't got none but time on your hand and I'm out here working, doing whatever I need to do, especially if there's kids involved in doing things, you're just sitting around, sitting around doing, like, trying to occupy your time for, I would say, out of a 24-hour day, maybe 15, 16 hours a day, you have time, like, by yourself to sit down, find shit to do with yourself other than be with the jail bullshit, right? So you got time and you feel like I should be available, and it's like, no, I got stuff to do. Like, it became I'm at work and, like, it's not like you call me when
Oh,
I get
because
done
they
work.
think that I get it. They think that their life, even though they're not outside, they think that your life should stop for them because they're in there.
Yeah. So, and I
Got
think that
it.
they forget that, or not even that forget, like, it's a selfishness. And
Mm.
like I said, whether it's they understand that or they just feel like, oh, I'm fighting for my life and I just need you. It's like, no, you are sitting down for a period of time for most of your day. I got to do this, and this. And every time I got to do this, I got to stop for 15 minutes and call and talk to you for 15 minutes. Yeah, it don't seem like a lot, but, like, if you call me during my workday, do I got 15 minutes to do that? But then you might call me back and want to talk again. And it's like, I got stuff to do. That's, let alone court dates, you got to show up. Like, I did all that. Like, got to show up. Putting money, like, money is being shut out. Like, essentially, you are a secretary. Like, no,
So that
no bullshit. Like,
I
outside
believe
of my
that.
regular job, I was a secretary. Make sure I did this. Make sure his family didn't really know certain stuff, so I had to walk them through that. And I was just like, a lot of my time, my free time was going out do this, and I could have been doing stuff with my son. Like, I could have been doing this, that, and the third, and it was a lot. And it's like, you genuinely want to be there, but then it's a lot, and they're not understanding because their mindset is, I'm over here fighting for my freedom, and you not understanding. It's like, well,
And then at the same time, with you with the kid, it's you still got to maintain that kid as well, because they're not
yeah,
there
and
to
it's
help.
like, and then you arguing with me because I ain't answer the phone, like, bro. And then when you answer the phone, it depending on how sensitive that phone is, every time they hear a background noise, they clicking and hanging up. Like, not necessarily the person, but like the phone thing is
Yeah, I
hanging
feel
up.
you.
So it's like a lot. And then you keep calling me, like, I used to, and then he used to bother me to the point where, not bother me, I said that wrong. But like, one day I was out with my friends, they took me out for my birthday. This man called me the entire time we out to eat. So you're in a loud restaurant. Like, you knew I was going out to eat with my friends, and your selfish self decided to call me while I was out with my friends. You called me right before I went in. I talked to you. Then you called me while I'm out. Yeah, I could have not answered the phone, but if I didn't answer the phone, you was gonna keep calling me. So they order food. I'm still out here arguing with you because I'm trying to enjoy it. And the first thing you say is, I'm fighting for my life. That's important. It was enough. Like, so for me, it was like, I love you and I'm trying to be here, but this is clearly not something I signed up for. I can't. Like, I love you. I can't be a part of this situation anymore. Like, I'll like, now that we're not together, I'll still answer phone calls, just not as often. I'll keep you abreast of what's going on with your kid, but I'm not gonna be on the phone with you all day, every day, 24/7. I'm not doing it.
All
It's a
right.
lot.
Do you?
It's draining.
Yeah. So when they say they want to hold you down for the time they get out, is like in my mind too. It's like you're stopping your whole life and you're basically coming to that person for that whole time and then hoping that they get early release and all of that. But
Yeah. And everybody know me. I'm not a phone person. I'll text you
Mhm.
all day, but I don't call me. Like, but now I'm on the phone every 15 minutes for 15 whole minutes talking to you. While you talking to everybody, talking to me, got me calling somebody so they can use my minutes that I put on that phone to call. Like, no, it's a lot. It's a lot. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not for me. It was not for me.
Gotcha. Do you think that people these days value monogamous relationships?
It depends on the people.
I guess it
Not
depends on
everybody
the
does.
person.
I know people that were monogamous their whole relationship, or marriage, and shit went horribly left. They got like a rude awakening or slapped in the face with some nonsense, right? And now you couldn't pay them to be not single. They don't ever want a relationship. Like, they are scarred, don't want one, don't think about it, just want to live their best life.
Wow.
And talk about 40, I'm 40, so these is 40-year-olds. It's like, I'm good. I tried it. I'm good. I feel like it's the people. Like, I think for a lot of people, they got to grow older to realize that everything out here ain't for them. Like, you're not really for the streets. You really want to sit in the house and have somebody to love on you, and you don't got to be out here dealing with the drama and the bullshit that most people got to deal with. Like, I believe in monogamy. I absolutely do, but I have to want that for me. The person I deal with has to want that for them, not necessarily for me, but for themselves. And if we are equally minded and want the same thing, we're gonna work. But if I'm a person of, if you want to do whatever you want to do and go see and be around whoever you want to be around and be up in girls' faces, go ahead and do that without me. I'm good. I don't want to sign up for that. It's people that will sign up for that. It's girls that want to be side chicks. It's girls that want to be whatever they could be in life
And
at
it's
whatever
so
time they could be in your
embarrassing.
life.
It's
It's
so
dudes like
embarrassing
that
when
too.
it's so embarrassing when you see in culture these girls know they're side chicks and know that they're the second baby mama and guys sleeping at the same time and all
We'll
that.
see.
It's
Well, see,
crazy.
for me, like, and I said this on my show. We did a show called Side
Mhm.
Chicks. On was it Sex and Sunny? It probably was. Um, and for me, I was a side chick at one point in my life in my younger years. I'm not excusing the age by at all, but for me, this is why I said I speak to what I said earlier, because I was in a committed relationship. This guy did everything under the sun to me, right? He cheated on me. We got back together. He we purposely when we started, we was gonna build our life together. We was gonna work it out. Everything was peaches and cream for a little bit. We a year went by, we planned the baby. I got pregnant. The girl that he cheated on me with originally was sleeping with his best friend. His best friend ended up beating her up. He went to go save her. Next thing you know, his grandma calling me, telling me they getting married while I was still pregnant.
I'm
I done
dead.
been through some shit. Yes, I went to the chop shop because the situation was chaotic and toxic, and I just didn't want any part of that. So I did handle it with an abortion, and I think I needed to do that
Wow,
because
you had
I
an
was so
abortion
young.
before.
Yeah, because I was so young. If I would have had his kid, I'd still be stuck on him because I was so young and he was older than me. So I would have been in my mind thinking, I got a baby with him. I got him. I could keep him somewhere somehow. I think for me, I needed that clean break of no attachment to him, to fully leave him alone. And
It'd be like that sometimes.
it was like it was a toxic situation. I had to really grow up from that. And it was like, after that, I didn't want a relationship. So I was side chick, but like, I think I was probably the best side chick anybody could have had at that time, because no, like, for real, because I wasn't trying to take your girlfriend's spot. I wasn't trying to ruin your situation. I wasn't trying to make myself known. I was just, we chill when we did. You go do what you want to do. I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna mind my goddamn business. And I'm just not gonna bother you. You don't come over here no nonsense with me. And we both had an understanding of what it was and what it wasn't gonna be, and it was cool. And when we decided to separate, when I met someone and I decided to step away from the situation, I was good. Yeah. But like, I was good. I kind of left it alone and I came out unscathed. She didn't know about me. It was no arguments. It was nothing. Like, she would call him and I would just shut the fuck up and mind my business. Like, I'm serious, because I didn't want that. Like, I didn't want that drama. I think side chicks now, they want all the smoke. They want to be the one that replaces the main chick, if you will. That's why I
Because
don't
what
believe
I'm
in
seeing is married people don't even
act married.
they don't act married. There's so much there's so much females that run after married men, and it's so weird when I see that.
Because they can because it's simply put, and it's not me, it's just an observation for me. It's like, people want something that's not like, because as a married person, if I dated you and you were married, right, you got more to lose than me, so you're gonna make sure I'm good to make sure I don't ruin your goddamn life, right? So I don't have to deal with the stress of having you around in my business all the time. But at the same time, I don't have to deal with your shit. I don't have to deal with the day in shit with you. But at the same time, you got a lot of married people, women included, that will find a side chick or somebody else, boyfriend number two, or whatever the fuck it is, right? And treat them like the main person, and then act like and get mad when they catch main people feelings. I don't want to be girlfriend number one, two, side chick number one. I don't want to be none of that. Either I'm the whole captain of the ship, or you can sail off and go be with a bunch of other ships. I'm not about to be. I don't share properly. Yeah. I'm a whole problem. I don't think you want to add any more to the mix.
So, have anybody ever tatted your name, or have you tatted anybody's name?
Oh no, the only name that I got on me is my mom and my kids. Somebody does have my name on them. Somebody else also wanted to do that, and I was like, yeah, don't do that. But this person like really loved me, so I mean, they might cover it up now. We haven't been together in many moons, so they might have covered it up, but they might not. I might still be on them, but but like I said, this person for me, like, I like to be friends first before relationships. So we had a friend vibes, and hopefully we'll get back to being friends. We're not friends now, but we can coexist with each other, but it's not like, oh, hey, you got to, like, if he covered it up, cool. I wouldn't be mad or nothing like that. We're not together, and I wouldn't expect him to keep it if he did. I mean, no, I'm important. I was an important person in his life at one point, and it was what it was.
I always see that as a common practice where somebody's always getting somebody named tatted. It's
Yeah.
crazy because that's
I feel like it's
forever.
a downfall of relationship. Like, at that point, like, as soon as you get the name tatted, it's over. That's how I feel.
And that be happening all the
I feel
time.
like,
Like,
I'm gonna show you it's real. I got your name tatted, and then it's just over. Like, just out here, got to get a
and
cover
then
up.
Christine Rock got this dude's face
Oh,
on his.
Krishan, Blueface,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she got to cover up and then did it again. I'm not listen. The
But his name too,
this is what I
Jonathan,
always
on
used to
the
say.
forehead, I think.
No, this is what I always used to say. If I get a man's name tattooed on me, it's gonna be my son's name. Now, if my son, dad, and him shared the same name, cool. Like, if he was a junior, it's my son's name.
But that's not the case here.
No, but it's so funny. But not the case with me, because my son, dad, and his and they have two
His name
separate
different
names.
names. Okay, got it.
But it's funny because if they did, it's so funny because they're both Aquariuses, and they both would have had the same first name if I had done that. So it'd been like, hey, who's that? But I got my daughter name on one shoulder. My daughter's here, and my son's name is here. Both their signs. She's a Leo, he's an Aquarius. So I got them, and then I got my mama name on me. Nobody else. I might get my grandbaby name on me, but yeah,
All
that's up for
right.
debate.
Yeah, like the tattoo thing is overrated. Like, people be fresh in relationships and doing that shit. I'll be like, nah,
Oh,
yeah,
my ex that I told you that cheated on me,
yeah.
and ended up marrying a girl. He came home after he cheated on me. About 2 weeks after that, he had her name. Now, he's a high yellow man. He had his name tattooed across his forearm, like his just government boot. I think it's her middle name on him. I'm like, oh, okay,
Okay,
that's what we
okay.
doing. Mm.
And that was fresh. It was fresh in the
Yeah, he got that
relationship.
shit first to prove he loved her. They got married. She beat his ass from time to time. They work it out. That's on them. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm happy for him.
So, have you ever been engaged or married?
I was engaged to the man that I told you that cheated on me. We were engaged, and we got engaged after a year. He proposed to me after a year. I had his mom's ring on. He had his dad's ring on, and then he decided he wanted to step outside and go outside and entertain people. So a year after we were engaged, he started cheating. So I was like, bye.
I was close to getting engaged, but nah.
Yeah, I think at this
Maybe in the
point, if
future.
I get engaged, I better be getting married. I ain't got time for it.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, maybe in
Um,
the future.
do
Maybe
you
this guy might make it. I don't know. He likes
how
me a little
important
bit.
how important is good sex in a relationship to you?
It's important. It's one of the things. I mean, it's not. I mean, people say it's not important. It is. Because a lot of people cheat because they're not satisfied. You either cheat because you're not satisfied sexually, or you are financially in some type of thing, or they're cheating, right?
I mean, everybody has different strokes.
Yeah, it's important to me to make sure not only that I'm satisfied, that they are. So like I said, I have a show called Sex with Sunny. Me and my person now, we talk about it. Like, what do you like? Like, I remember he said he never did something before, and I was like, come on, I got you. And he was like, oh wow. Like, I'm like, I'm here for all that. Like, you just don't know me. But I feel like it's one of them things where you have to talk to your partner about their likes, desires, and stuff they like to do. Everything may not be a cup of tea, but at least you kind of compromise on what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. You have to be vocal. You can't be like, if you like, I just had touch with somebody. If you are a guy that likes to get oral, you have to be with a girl who likes to give oral. You can't go date this girl that barely like to do it and then get mad because she don't like to do it. You decided to be with her, knowing you had to basically either. I met so many guys that would basically beg their girlfriends for sex. Like, sir, why you decided to be with her, let alone marry this person? Like, you were doing it before y'all got to get, like, y'all were begging for it before.
They're already locked down with everything.
Yeah, like you were begging before, and now you mad because she ain't doing it. She wasn't barely doing it. Like, so like, I feel like you got to find somebody that is similar or equally yoked to you in that manner, or at least willing to be a team player. And like, I'm a person of, you got to do stuff because you like to do it. Don't do it because that's what they like to do. Y'all both need to enjoy what y'all doing. Can't be out here having scared sex. What's wrong with people?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be having sex with the person often, then yeah, that has to be taken care of immediately.
You shouldn't be having sex with somebody that you can express your wants and needs and not feel ashamed or embarrassed about what you like. You can talk to them and like, hey, babe, listen, I like this. You like to role play? Do some role playing. If you like to bring toys in the bedroom, bring some toys in the bedroom. All toys are not necessarily just for girls. You could bring stuff.
Right. Because I'm the type of person, I like variety. So if you switch it up and spice it up, I won't feel bored than just jerking it in one position, like doggy style or missionary, and
yeah. Or maybe that might be
just trying to get it off. Huh?
I said maybe that might be your thing that y'all like to do. Or even with that, I feel like you have to be, I lost my train of thought, but you have to be able to express what you like. So if you like I know a lot of guys that say they always initiate sex. She never initiated. I don't know if she really likes me like that, right? Because they're the person that always initiates sex. Sometimes us women gotta step up and initiate sex. Say, hey, yo, dude, like, or whoever you're dealing with, come give me something. Like, you gotta make him feel like you want him too. Like the same way you want to be wanted.
Talk to them.
They want to be wanted. Like, you have to, like, and it's funny because I have this thing I always say, and we said on Sex and Sunny many times, it's a difference. It's always different when it's okay for a man to I don't know if I can say this on the recording. Can I say the F word?
We try to keep it clean, but
all right. So if I'm gonna just say it like this. If you used to do F and you, sometimes you gotta F them. It'll make them crazy, especially if you do it right. They'll lose their goddamn marbles. If you F them and then leave them for dead on the bed looking like what happened, they don't understand. Or actively participate. So don't leave it all up to them. Participate.
So do you sext your person, like send them news and stuff throughout the day? I mean,
I do depend, like I've done that. I'm feeling a little fat nowadays, so but like but I do that. Like if I'm with you like that and we're in that type of level of relationship, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna send you random stuff. But I always no face, no trace. You ain't about to see nothing. Cause if you be on some bullshit and try to send a thing to me, ain't nobody gonna know it's me unless they really actually know me in that manner. So yeah, I'm sending you bullshit. While I know you working and you ain't thinking about it, next thing you look at your phone like boom, oh shit, she on bullshit. I am. But all of it.
For me, I like to do that because at least it gives me personally the porn, and I won't have to and of course you'll be on my mind constantly because I have it in my phone too.
I'm not a fan of D pics.
Of what?
Of D pics. Of the eggplant pictures.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those. Like,
what about the body up stuff?
It depends on the person. Like the person I'm with now, he could just show me his chest. I don't even like act, as long as I can see what I call the V when it leads down to the promised land. That's what I call it, like that. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing to say. If you know what the V is, not too many people have it, but when you do have it, it's a beautiful thing to see. Oh, I just need to see that, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Hey, what are you doing after work? I'm gonna need you to come on over here before you go home, type of thing. Yeah, I want to see those. I'm not a fan of don't send me no Wang pic. I don't really, I'm not a fan of that.
All right. So what do you consider your partner watching porn when they're not around you cheating?
No, because I watch porn when I'm not around them too. I'm a porn watcher. I watch it just cause. And but I said I'm just me. That's not cheating
That's
to
probably
me.
you.
I'll probably watch it with you. And we could talk about it. If you watch porn with me, I'm probably laughing at the outlandish extra stuff they're doing and don't make no goddamn sense. Just yelling too loud, knowing damn well it ain't that deep.
My thing is for me, I'm watching porn to try new stuff.
Oh no, I'm watching
It
it.
isn't necessarily to say I'm cheating on the person, but new positions, new thing, try
I
to
mean,
see what I can
you can
bring in the
learn some
bedroom.
stuff from porn, but I'm watching it just to handle get down to business.
Oh yeah, that too.
I'm not
But
about to
some people think of it like, oh, I'm cheating because you're not watching me. And,
oh no, I'm watching porn. I'm probably gonna watch it with you. I'm gonna watch it by myself. If I feel like I'm ready to go and you ain't get to my house quick enough, I'm probably gonna get one out before you show up. All that. I'm not hating on you. Go ahead, player. I'll watch it. You can watch it while I'm laying next to you sleeping. It's none of my business. I'd rather you do that than go hump somebody else.
that too will
Oh.
stop you from helping somebody else.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. I mean, people do have a problem with it. I feel like if it's excessive, like if every day, all day, it's all you doing is watching porn, that might be more problematic. But I'm probably watching it a lot during the day too. So I really can't
So
judge you.
porn is not considered cheating.
No, not to me at least.
All right, Sonny. It was great chatting with you on this
I thought you was
conversation.
gonna be scared to have this conversation because I'm all over the place.
Relationship, dating, sex.
Yeah, I'm here for it all. You gotta be
So
real grown to be able to talk about sex. You shouldn't be having sex if you can't talk about it. I'm just saying.
so definitely let the people know about your shows again.
Um, so the main show with everybody, GFT Radio show, is all of us on there talking about whatever we talk about Mondays at 10 p.m. We're on, like I said, you can follow we have a Facebook page, GFT Radio Show, or you can, like I said, Google us on YouTube at GFT. What is it? No, I'm sorry. What am I saying? On GFT Radio Show, you can Google it in the search engine on YouTube and subscribe to us. But if you want to follow us all the time, follow us on Instagram at GFT_radio on there, and I believe Twitter is the same too. But we're there. We have shows throughout the week. The How to Hustle podcast, 2 p.m. with Hype. It's Hype. It's not Hype. He is not geeked up. Wednesday, Styles and Chevy recap. I think they do theirs at 9. Thursdays, 10 p.m. is the Unreservedly Us. Is all the ladies of GFT Radio take over for that show. And then 2 Fridays a month, you get me, Sex with Sunny. I'm coming back next month. I promise you. I might do it by the end of this month. We'll see.
All right. It was great to have you, Sonny. Do you want to drop your social medias?
Oh yeah, my social media is very easy, guys. It is at I am Sunny_D. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. Same name for all of it. I have my own website, unreservedlyme.com. If you want to just follow my blog, you can do that too. But I'm everywhere. Find me.
Make sure y'all check out her show, Sex with Sunny, and
Yeah.
the
I'm
GFT
gonna try to do one
Network.
this month. I gotta do one this month. I miss it.
Also, you can look her up on the YouTube.
That part. Yeah, look us up on YouTube. All my past shows are on there. It's all crazy, foolery. It's a lot of drunken and/or high moments on Sex with Sunny. Sex with Sunny is probably like the laid back show on the network. So we're under the influence while doing that show and we're having a marvelous time.
Well, it was great having you, Sunny D, and
Thank you for having
see you
me.
later. All right, so we closing out.
All right.
We'll be right back.